What up, YouTube? It is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, that is correct, guys. We are unboxing the Jordan Zion 2 Hyper Royal. Now guys, this is the second iteration of Zion's signature shoe under Jordan brand. Very, very clean sneaker in my opinion. I actually like this one better than the Zion 1 in terms of silhouette. And of course, this colorway Hyper Royal is definitely a standout pick for me on this sneaker. I think it's very dope and vibrant. Now with that said, it doesn't seem like this sneaker is getting much love in the sneaker community. And I'm sure some people may look at it as being a basketball sneaker, something not worn off court as much as it'll be worn on court. However, for myself, I did pick this one up to be more of a lifestyle sneaker worn off court. Now I did initially want this as a basketball sneaker, but we are approaching the fall season. I typically play on an outdoor court. So with that said, I'm running out of time to do any kind of outdoor balling or hooping. So yeah, for this one, I'm going with lifestyle. However, if you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now comment below and let me know if you guys are feeling the Zion 2 silhouette in general, or are you more of a fan of the 1, or you're not really into the Jordan brand signature line for other players outside of Michael Jordan. Personally, I'm a fan of the Kyrie, now a fan of Zion, also like Russell Westbrook's signature line that he has with Jordan brand. So hey man, I'm just a little bit different, and I feel like some of you guys are as well, which is why I did want to bring this unboxing and review to you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right guys, as you can see here, we do have a two-tone box split right down the center, black on one side, white on the other. And here we have this same look on the top of the lid. As you can see, we do have the Zion branding on one side, and then on the other side here we have Zion Williamson _ Jumpman. So not too much going on, craziness or anything like that, but just something subtle and clean. However, on one side of the box we do have our size sticker, and the size sticker reads Jordan Zion 2. The colorway is Hyper Royal white black. This is a men's US size 10, personal size for me and Jordan brand. And although not on the box, the suggested retail price is $120 US. Unlike the Air Jordan line, $120. Hey man, I can definitely get behind this. I mean, we do have some Air Jordan 1 mids and some Jordan brand silhouettes that are a lot cheaper, you know, in that price range. But for this one to be a signature shoe, Zion's primary signature shoe, I'm not sure if they'll do any extra additional, more budget-friendly silhouettes per se, but 120 is not bad for this silhouette. Now I was able to pick this one up at Hibbett Sports, so big ups to Hibbett for the W on this one. However, let's see what we have under the lid. All right guys, flipping the lid up on this one, we have all white underneath. Tough to see, but right there on the side, while we do get a lot number. And let me get my receipt out of the way. This order is proof you have great taste by Hibbett. Not that I didn't already know that, but thanks Hibbett. All right guys, flipping the paper up here, as you can see, we have a translucent tissue paper with the Zion branding. And I really do think that is a cool logo, digging it a lot. Let's go ahead and get the shoe out. And there we have it guys, the Jordan Zion 2 Hyper Royal. Very clean sneaker in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do a quick 360 on this one. All right guys, taking a look at these in hand, I am getting hoop type of vibes, but I'm also getting some off-court casual wear type of vibes. I mean, man, you can make it work out for you if you're that kind of person. Not all basketball shoes are gonna be casually worn or even have a good look for being casually worn, but this one I think can pass. However, let's go ahead and go over it in depth here, starting with our outsole. As you can see, we do get black here on our outsole, as well as we get here in the rear on the rubber area. Moving on up to the midsole, we do get this foam-like midsole here in black on the rear. here. And we get Hyper Royal extending from the mid-range on up to the forefoot of the shoe. And right there on that area, we do get a ZW for Zion Williamson. But I really like the color blocking on this, how the blue from the midsole just blends with the upper, and then from the black in the back, you get that blending with this area here. Just gives it a nice color blocking that makes the accents on this shoe stand out. However, moving on up to the upper, we do get Hyper Royal here in nubuck material with breathable perforated holes, as well as we get here on this rear piece in black. We get more holes here, and this is kind of a pushed out sort of look we have here, almost like a bubble like we would get on an Air Jordan 6. How that extrudes from the shoe, very clean in my opinion. Moving on up to the ankle, we do get some nylon or mesh material. Kind of has that scratchy like feel to it in black material. Digging that a lot, as I believe that is going to be pretty durable. We also get some more nubuck up here on this eye stay. And then we get this almost elephant print or cement print sort of looking material here on this mud guard area that our strap is connected to. And this feels to be nubuck as well, but it also has like that painted kind of texture over the top of it. It has a bit of a shine to it. It gives it almost that cement elephant print kind of look, you know, not identical to that, but you get my point. As you see, it just has a different look than we typically see on most sneakers. That sold me a lot. I like how that looks, and I definitely was sold on the strap. Gives me 90 vibes whenever they put straps on shoes. That's the era that I grew up in, so hey man, it's always going to be a go-to for me. But as you can see here on the tip of this, we do get some rubber that says Zoom Air on it, and I know they do hype up the Zoom Air here in the forefoot. I'm not sure about the rear, but cool to know this sneaker does have Zoom Air. Up here onto the toe of the shoe, we do get more nubuck in this area here. Then we get some mesh material here on the toe, which feels very durable as well. But other than that, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for the lateral side of the shoe. Moving along. Taking a look at the medial side of the shoe, we get a very similar look as we got on the lateral side. However, here we do get a Jumpman on this area, so very clean in black, as you can see. And I really do like the shape of this shoe. It's not high, it's not low. It's a mid cut, but it kind of has a low appearance to it. Just seems nice and compact in my opinion. Digging it a lot. Moving along. Taking a look at the shoe from the top. Here on midsole, we do get that blue Hyper Royal part of the midsole. And it's really tough to see, but right here on top, we do get Shock the World text. Maybe that's one of Zion's slogans or something like that. I'm not too sure, but pretty cool that that's there. Again, we get nubuck here on the toe cap, Hyper Royal mesh on the toe. And we get sort of that little painted area here going around our eye stay area or our tongue. Never know what that material is called, but it is here. We also get a black nylon tongue going up the shoe. Black flat standard laces in place. And then on up to the top of the tongue, we do get that Zion icon logo in white. Very, very clean. And it has these rigid lines going through it. It's almost like a scratchy hologram-like feel. Definitely not a hologram, but the feel of a hologram is there. And going around the top of the tongue here, we get this silky sort of like piping or lining going around there. Same thing that we get here going around our collar area as well as on our sock liner, which we'll go over here shortly. However, moving along. Taking a look at the rear of the shoe, we do have that black here on our outsole. We also get this little area here in Hyper Royal, and it says Air Strobel on it. Always hear wear testers talking about a Strobel board. Big ups to Chris, but I'm pretty sure that is what's in this shoe as well. Not big on the text on sneakers. I don't really know a lot of that stuff, but hey man, it is there if you care about having a Strobel board. However, we do get black nubuck going up the back, as well as we get a big Jumpman in white here on the heel, and that is in that same kind of scratchy like material that we got here on the tongue in that Zion logo. But not a bad look from the back of the shoe. I like how the Jumpman logos on this shoe are not excessive and extreme. I mean, so far I only see two of them, but for the most part I see Zion's branding, so I think that's significant and that should stand out more. Kind of like with Nike, with Jordan, when he started converting over to the Jumpman logo and getting away from Nike and Nike Air. Kind of feel like that's what needs to happen with Jordan brand and some of their signature sneakers for other players. You want to kind of branch away from that parent logo and move on into that player's logo to give them their own appearance, their own branding, and make them stand out. And I feel like they did that well with this one. However, onto the interior of the shoe, very tough to see inside of there. But you can see we do get that silky like kind of sock liner here, as I mentioned. We also get these little padded areas inside of there that kind of grip onto your ankle. I guess it's to give it some extra cushioning or padding, but I think if you do get this pair, you might want to loosen your shoes up and don't have that too tight, because I did try my pair on, and hey man, it was kind of gripping my foot pretty tight. However, on the insole in there, we do get a black insole with Zion branding in white. Tough to see, but it is there. And we also get tissue paper stuffed inside, as well as we have our size tag on the sidewall. Moving along. All right guys, and last but not least, onto the outsole of the shoe, we get a primarily black outsole. As you can see here on the forefront of the shoe, we do get that Zion branding in that traction area in in white that will get dirty, but it is there. And just when I thought we only had 2 Jumpmans on the shoe, we actually get a 3rd one here on the heel. You can't really see this one, so not a big deal there. They're just kind of signifying, hey, this is Jordan Brand, we're here. But other than that, it does look like we have some slight herringbone traction on this one. Not as defiant as some sneakers, so kind of curious to how this one plays on the court. But not a bad looking outsole, not the greatest, but not the worst. However, guys, you just saw right here on All About The Sneakerz, the Jordan Zion 2 Hyper Royal, a very clean sneaker in my opinion. Glad to have this one in the collection. Now, there are quite a bit of other colorways on this silhouette, and I think they all look pretty great. Haven't seen any that I'm just like, that's ugly. They all look pretty good to me, and I wouldn't mind having a few more pair of these, especially for the 120 price point. I can definitely get behind that. Comment below, let me know what you guys think about the sneaker after seeing it here on All About The Sneakerz. Are you going after this one? It's a lot more budget friendly for a lot of people, so if you want a cool sneaker, hey, I highly recommend this one. Whether be it you rock it on court or off, I think you can go for both. As I mentioned earlier, hey, it's up to you. However, if you're new to the channel, or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now, when you get a chance, guys, head over to IG and follow me at All About The Sneakerz, spelled exactly the way it is here on the channel with a Z on the end instead of an S. I greatly appreciate it. I'll also have that linked in the description below. Now, I do want to thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and rocking with your boys. You know, I'll rock with you guys 1000%. However, that's all I have for you guys today on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, signing off. Until the next episode, I'll catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.